Hi, everybody. It's Jeff Cohn with SI Restoration, emergency water damage, fire damage, mold remediation, asbestos abatement, and the repairs to bring it back to whole. Anyway, last video I talked about the two subjects dealing with mold remediation. One was pollution control insurance and a warranty or guarantee. Please check the video prior to this or the video about it. It'll go over it. But one thing I did mention in the video that I promised to talk about in this video is certificate of insurance. Okay. First of all, let me explain what a certificate of insurance is. And by the way, I'm not a licensed insurance agent. I don't have the expertise to discuss it, but I am creating the questions that you should be asking when you have a contractor that you're dealing with certificates of insurance. So a certificate of insurance is, in a layman's term, my terms, is a piece of paper that basically says that's given to you from the insurance agency, not the contractor, that goes over all their policy limits, everything that they have insurance wise, and it has your name on the bottom. Now you have to remember to ask to be additionally insured. Now, when that happens, if the contractor decides to go out of business, if the contractor decides not to pay their insurance, okay, or doesn't have the money or whatever, you're given a letter or an email or both that states, hey, XYZ contractor doesn't have insurance. Okay, that way you don't get caught in a situation. And I'll give you an interesting example that people think, it never happens, but it happens a lot. You have a contractor who, let's say electrician, who backs up to the house and is next to the door because they want to get as close distance as possible to your house, and the car goes on fire, sets on fire, and you're thinking, how could that be? Well, it happens a lot, and I don't mean to laugh. And the car actually burns, and as it flames hit your house, and as it hits your house is on fire. Now, if they don't have insurance or their insurance lapsed, okay, and you didn't know about it, you hired these people, unfortunately, you're out of luck, okay? Your insurance company will cover it normally for a fire, but it's going to be an issue with you personally because they can't subrogate against the other company, the contractor. So it is important to have a certificate of insurance with you being an additional insured with your name on it. Now, why am I bringing this up? Because there's the magic question by all consumers and property managers. Are you fully insured and bonded? And what's the answer? Of course we're insured and bonded. Folks, did you expect any less? Yeah, and they may be telling the truth. They may not be. So the easiest thing to do is to say, okay, well, let's have your insurance agency from your insurance send a certificate of insurance. And that way you know they're insured. Not only that, you may want to look at their policy limits. That's the amount that they're insured by. Sometimes it can be $50,000. Sounds like a lot of money. But when you in a situation where, let's say, one of their employees gets hurt and on your property, they could sue you. They could also again, their truck could explode. They could hit a gas tank in your house. I mean, there are plenty of things that people do. When your house is burning and it's a couple $100,000 fire, $50,000 doesn't cover too much. So you really want to look at those limits and then go back and tell the contractor, you know what, you're a nice guy, but so words of warning: get a certificate of insurance. Now, I just want to make sure for legal reasons that I am not a licensed insurance agent. I am not giving you advice. What I'm doing in this video is giving you the tools to ask questions, okay? Ask questions and learn and do the research that I'm talking about. That's all it is, okay? Again, this is coming from a layperson who is a contractor watching from the sidelines through the insurance world. If anybody has any issues or questions, feel free to respond. If you didn't like what I said, respond. You can contact SI Restoration and speak to me directly. I appreciate it. Again, Jeff Cohn from SI Restoration, emergency water damage, fire damage, mold remediation, asbestos abatement, and of course the repairs to bring you back to whole. Thank you.